Hello everyone, welcome to yoga. My name is Taylor and I will be guiding you through today's class. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and if you regularly use blocks in your class, I would recommend grabbing some. But other than that, we will start in a seated position, any position that you're feeling today. Maybe rocking side to side just to get comfortable and grounded. Lengthening up through the spine, getting the core engaged, softening the shoulders, maybe a little bit of a tuck to the chin just so you can find length through the back of the neck. And once you've made all your adjustments, finding some stillness, maybe closing the eyes or softening your gaze down towards the ground. Just letting go of your day, getting nice and present here. A nice way to get present is by focusing in on the breath. So really allowing yourself to fill up on your inhales from the bottom of the belly all the way up to the chest, and exhaling from the chest back down to the bottom of the belly. Finding a pattern of breath that you can use through the whole practice today. Allowing the inhales to flow right into the exhales. Full inhales, long exhales. An effortless pattern of breath. Inhaling to fill up together and exhaling out through the nose. Again, filling up on the inhale, opening up the mouth, exhaling out through the mouth. Inhaling, finding some length through the spine. Exhale, right ear towards the right shoulder. A little bit of time to experiment so you can stay right as you are. Tuck the chin in towards chest, coming over to the left side. But kind of just staying anywhere that feels a little tender. Maybe adding some shoulder movements, rolling the shoulders back and then forward. Taking some time. Two more rounds of breath here. And slowly making your way back to a neutral spine and right into tabletop. So in tables, shoulders and wrists align, knees and hips. Fingers are spread wide, so pressing through the palms and knuckles. Seeing the elbow creases facing towards each other, and then maybe a little bit of a bend in the elbows to protect the joints. Already feeling the core engaged. And on your inhale, begin to bring the belly down towards the mat, opening up the chest, maybe lifting head and gaze. Exhaling, belly to spine, up to the sky, releasing head and neck down towards the ground. And going through these two motions, cat and cow. Adding any organic movements that feel good. So maybe some wide or shallow hip circles. Maybe you're ready for a child's pose. Again, just seeing what feels good. Working out any kinks. Maybe keeping the eyes closed. And using that breath to create your movements. One more nice round of breath before coming back into your neutral tabletop. And then we'll bring our right hand either to the right shoulder or pec and just start to create some circles forward and then back, getting some fluid into the joint. And on your inhale, bringing that right hand towards the sky. Exhale to thread through the left, but hovering. Inhaling, right arm back to the sky. Exhale to thread all the way through. So relaxing the head onto the mat, feeling the front of the right hand pressing down into the ground. And then lots of options for the left hand, so you can keep as is, extend out in front of you, maybe find a half bind, bringing the left hand behind the back. If you are in the half bind, rolling that left shoulder open, so a nice open chest. And if you want a little bit more, maybe extending the left leg out behind you, or even hovering the left foot off of the mat. Wherever you are, nice breaths, being mindful. Slowly making your way out of your chosen variation, planting that left hand back onto the mat. Inhaling the right arm to the sky for a counter stretch, and exhale back into your tabletop. We'll bring the fingertips of your hands so they're facing towards the knees, and just go through a round of cat-cow like this. So inhaling to open up the chest, and exhale to round. Coming back into your neutral tabletop, flipping those hands back around. Bringing the left hand to either left shoulder or pec, and then again, a few circles forward and back. And on your inhale, lifting the left arm to the sky. Exhale to thread and hover through the right. Inhale back to the sky. Exhale all the way through, threading the needle. Finding that arm variation that works for you. So right arm out in front, or that half bind. Again, pressing the left hand, front of the hand, into the ground. And then if you'd like to extend the right leg behind you or hover the right foot, test it out, see what feels good. Couple rounds of breath. Making your way out of it, planting right hand back onto the mat, inhaling the left arm to the sky, and exhale back into your tabletop. Tucking your toes under, lifting your knees just a couple inches off of the mat. So hovering tabletop, finding that core engagement. Your gaze is a few inches past the fingertips, so a long neck here. Breathing. Really pressing your hands away from the ground. One more inhale, and exhale to down dog. First down dog, so if you're ready for stillness right away, finding that. But if you want to pedal out the feet, maybe go to the tippy toes and back down. Shaking the head, again pressing the hands away from the ground. Feeling the belly towards the thighs, so maybe a bend in the knees. Really finding length through the whole spine here. Maybe finding a bit of stillness now. Slowly coming back down onto the knees, finding your child's pose. So big toes to touch, knees a bit wider than hip width distance. Extending the arms out in front of you as you let the forehead rest onto the ground. And then as you have those active long arms in front of you, allow the elbows to melt down towards the ground. A nice inhale here. And a nice exhale. Remembering that you can always come back to child's pose. Again, one more inhale and one more exhale. When you're ready, we will meet in down dog once again, maybe finding stillness right away this time. A nice bend in the knees, gazing forward, walk to the front of the mat. Inhaling to half lift, so fingers to shins as you lengthen from the tailbone to the crown of the head, and exhale to fold forward. Again, inhale to half lift, and exhale to fold. One more time, inhale to half lift, really feeling that belly sucking in and up towards the ribs. And exhale to fold. Bring the feet a bit wider than hip width distance. Maybe opposite hand to opposite elbow as you have a generous bend in the knees, shaking the head yes, and then shaking the head no, and then shaking the head yes again. Maybe a little sway from side to side. Finding some stillness once again, bringing your hands back down towards the ground, feet hip width distance, and slowly vertebrae by vertebrae making your way into standing. Inhaling the arms to the sky, exhale to cactus the arms, open the chest, maybe bringing head and gaze towards the sky. You can always bring the hands to the low back. But wherever you are, feeling the inner thighs pressing towards each other, core engaged to support the spine. One more inhale like this. One more exhale. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to plant the hands, bringing the right and left leg back into plank. A few rounds of breath here in plank. Always feel free to lower the knees down to the ground, but again, pressing the hands away from the ground, pressing out through the heels. Head is still an extension of the spine, so maybe gazing a few inches past the fingertips, pressing out through your heels. An inhale here, and an exhale. Inhale to fill up. Exhale to keep the elbows nice and close, lowering but hovering off of the ground. Inhale to maybe come back to your high push-up. Exhale to lower and hover. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Opening the chest, shoulders are back and down, and exhale to down dog. A nice inhale through the nose here. Exhale out through the mouth. Inhale, right leg towards the sky, feeling your thigh internally rotating, so keeping the hips nice and squared. On your next inhale, maybe finding a bit more lift with your leg. Exhale, knee towards nose. Inhale, back to the sky. Exhale, knee towards right armpit. Really shifting the weight forward, trying to get the shoulders aligned with the wrist. Inhale to the sky. Exhale over to the left tricep. Inhale to lengthen, three-legged. Exhale, knee towards nose, holding it here for a round of breath. Again, shifting that weight forward, really finding lift with that right leg. One more inhale here, and exhale into your low lunge, so bringing that right foot forward. Making any adjustments to get comfortable. And then inhaling, arms to the sky, Crescent Lunge. Checking in on the hips, you might have to bring that left hip forward and up a bit. A nice bend in the front knee. Shoulders relaxed. And then we'll bring opposite hand to opposite elbow. Inhaling like this. Exhale to open up the chest. Coming back to lengthen through the spine, but we'll keep the hands onto the elbows if it feels comfortable. And then slowly lower the back knee onto the mat, so we're coming into a modified crescent. You can choose to untuck the toes, inhaling arms to the sky. Exhale for an open arm twist towards the right bent leg. Inhaling like this. Option to bring the right hand to the left thigh as you lift the left hand up and towards the sky. So we're opening up the chest here. And then again, maybe tucking the back toes under, lifting that back knee off the mat once again. Inhaling both arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Weight into the right foot, maybe coming right into a one-legged mountain. So left foot is up, arms towards the sky. You can stay like this, or maybe experiment lengthening the left leg out in front of you. A nice round of breath. One more inhale. And on your exhale, bringing your arms beside you, bringing that left leg back and down, crescent lunge with airplane arms. A nice open chest here. Finding that pattern of breath. Deep inhale, slow exhale. Inhaling arms to the sky. Exhale into your warrior two. First warrior two, so maybe you want to lengthen through that front leg and then rebend the right knee. But feet are perpendicular. It can be a heel to heel alignment or heel to arch. Really nice bend in that front knee, gazing towards the right fingertips. Maybe 3 more rounds of breath like this. Feel free to close the eyes. Maybe finding a bit more depth in your next exhale. A little bit of length on your inhale. Lengthening through both legs, flipping the front palm to the sky, reversing your triangle. So feeling that side stretch through the right, really reaching that right arm back and up. One more inhale like this, and one more exhale. Inhaling to lift back up, exhale to warrior two. Inhale to fill, exhale to cartwheel the hands down to the mat, choosing to go through a vinyasa or straight to down dog. So remembering vinyasas are exhaling to lower, keeping the elbows nice and close, inhaling to your heart opener, cobra or up dog, and exhaling to down dog. Always optional. A nice inhale in your down dog, and a nice exhale. Inhaling left leg towards the sky. Exhale, knee towards nose. Inhaling to the sky. Exhale, knee towards left armpit. Again, really shifting the weight forward. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, over to the right tricep. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, knee towards nose. A nice round of breath here, seeing if we can get our weight just a little bit more forward, finding a bit more lift in that left leg. Inhaling here. Exhale to your low lunge. Making any adjustments, feeling the inner thighs pressing towards each other, and then inhaling to lift up to your crescent lunge. Again, we'll bring opposite hand to opposite elbow. Taking a look at the hip, seeing if we need to bring that right hip forward and up a bit. Inhaling like this. Exhale to open up the chest. Inhale to lift back up. Slowly bringing that back knee down onto the mat. Option to untuck the toes. Arms towards the sky on your inhale. Exhale to open up towards the left bent leg. Staying here, bringing the left hand to the right thigh, lifting the right arm towards the sky and back. So finding a bit of a heart opener here. And then maybe tucking those back toes under, lifting the back knee off of the mat once again. Inhaling both arms towards the sky. Exhale to open up, warrior two. So taking a moment here. Maybe gazing over the left fingertips, closing the eyes. Couple more rounds of breath. Maybe finding just a bit more depth. And we missed one part, so we're gonna pivot on that back foot so we can come back into our crescent lunge, bringing our hands to heart center, weight into the left foot, bringing that right leg up and forward to our one-legged mountain, arms towards the sky, choosing to keep that bend in the front knee or lengthen through the right leg. A few rounds of breath like this. Slowly bringing your arms beside you, right leg back and down to our crescent lunge with airplane arms. Again, rolling the shoulders back and down. Head is an extension of the spine. Trying not to put the weight onto the left thigh. Inhaling, arms to the sky. And we'll just exhale, hands to the mat, going through a vinyasa or straight to down dog. We'll meet in child's pose once again. So bringing the knees down towards the ground, big toes to touch, extending the arms out in front of you, resting the forehead down to the ground. A nice inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Letting go of some heat. When you're ready, slowly lifting up into your down dog. Inhaling the right leg towards the sky. Exhale, knee towards nose. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, knee towards right armpit. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, knee towards left tricep, this time gazing over at the left, coming into a fallen star. So lifting the left arm towards the sky as you have both feet on the mat, finding lift in the hips. Option to hover the right foot off of the mat. One more inhale like this. Exhale your hand back to the mat, bringing the right knee towards your nose, tiger pose. Inhaling three-legged. Exhale, knee towards nose, coming into your low lunge. This time bringing both hands inside of the right foot, lizard pose. Feeling those inner thighs pressing towards each other. So you want to keep your wrists and shoulders aligned in lizards. You can walk your foot out a bit to create some space. And you can keep the back knee lifted or lowering it down to the ground, untucking the toes. Maybe coming forearms. A few rounds of breath wherever you decide. Still keeping the thighs pressing towards each other, but if you wanted to roll to the outside of the right foot. Two more rounds of breath. Making your way back onto your hands, lifting the back off of the mat, bringing the left foot forward, coming into a malasana squat. So in a malasana squat, either your whole foot is on the mat, maybe you're on the balls of your feet, maybe you have a block underneath, having more of a restorative posture. Whichever one you're feeling, bringing your elbows to the inner thighs, hands to heart center, finding that length and an open chest. One more inhale and one more exhale. Slowly bringing the hands towards the ground. As you lift the tailbone to the sky, bringing the feet hip-width distance once again. And inhale to half lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale to cactus the arms. Open the chest, maybe bringing head and gaze towards the sky. Inhale to lift back up, arms to the sky. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to half lift. Exhale through vinyasa or straight to down dog. Full rounds of breath through the transitions. Inhaling left leg towards the sky. Exhale, knee towards nose. Inhale to the sky. Exhale to the left armpit. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to the right tricep, gazing over to the right. Fallen star on this side, right arm towards the sky, finding lift in the hips. Option to maybe hover the left foot off of the mat. One more inhale. Exhale to release the right hand onto the mat, bringing the left knee towards the nose. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, knee towards nose, coming into your low lunge. Both hands inside of the left foot this time, so creating space where you need to, shoulders and wrists aligned. Inner thighs pressing towards each other, and then maybe lowering back knee onto the mat. Maybe coming onto the forearms, or while keeping the legs active, coming to the outer side of the left foot. See what feels good on this side. Could be something different than the right side. Think length on the inhales, a little bit of depth on the exhales. One more nice round of breath wherever you are. When you're ready, coming back onto the hands, lifting the back knee off of the mat. Again, we'll meet in our malasana squat, whichever variation you're feeling. Option to bring the left hand down towards the ground as you lift the right arm to the sky. Staying here, maybe finding a half bind, bringing the right hand behind the back, or a full bind. So you're connecting the left hand with the right, wrapping it around the left leg. Nice open chest here. Maybe bringing your gaze towards the sky. Unwinding, coming back into center. And then bringing the right hand down towards the ground, lifting the left arm to the sky. Maybe a half bind, maybe a full bind. Rolling the left shoulder open, maybe gaze towards sky again. And unwinding back to center, planting the hands, lifting the tailbone towards the sky, feet hip width distance again. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to tuck and curl. So coming onto the balls of the feet, belly towards the thighs, a little tuck of the chin. Nice round of breath here. Slowly coming down onto your sit bones and onto the back. Extending the left leg forward, bringing the right knee towards chest. Maybe bringing that right knee towards the right armpit. An inhale to fill up here. Exhale into a twist, so bringing that right leg over to the left. Maybe shimmying at the hips a bit so you can get them nice and stacked as you keep both shoulders on the mat, maybe gazing over at the right fingertips. Slowly coming back into center on your inhale, both knees in towards chest. Maybe a little rock from side to side. And then lengthening the right leg out in front, bringing the left knee in towards chest. Maybe bring the left knee towards the left armpit. And inhale here. Exhale into your twist. Again, getting those hips stacked, both shoulders on the mat, gazing at the left fingertips if it feels good. No need to do a lot of work here. Just settling in wherever you land. And on your inhale, coming back to center, both knees in towards chest once again. We'll bring our feet so they're nice and close towards the body, bend in the knees, about hip width distance. Coming into one round of bridge. So feet are hip width. We'll start with the whole spine on the mat. And on your inhale, lifting up through the hips, finding your bridge. Nice open chest here, a little tuck of the chin. Option to maybe bring one shoulder underneath and then the other interlacing under the tailbone. Continually finding lift in the hips. Noticing how the posture changes with your inhales and exhales. One more inhale here, releasing your hands from underneath if they're there. And exhale to slowly lower vertebrae by vertebrae back down towards the mat. Bringing your feet so they're about mat width distance, knocking the knees in towards each other. Feeling the whole spine on the mat. Maybe bringing one hand to the heart, one to the belly. Option to stay like this, or maybe bring the soles of your feet to touch, knocking the knees out towards the sides. Few rounds of breath like this. And if you're feeling like this could be your final relaxation posture, feel free to stay just as you are, or maybe bringing your arms beside you, extending your legs out in front of you, but finding your final relaxation posture, whatever that looks like for you, making any adjustments. Allow the shoulders to melt down, allow the body to get heavy. Maybe one more inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. And just allowing your whole being to be completely relaxed. And feel free to stay here for as long as you have available. I will leave you here so you can stay here for as long as you can. But as always, thank you so much for sharing this practice. Have a lovely rest of your day. Namaste.